Aska, the energetic and strong mother. Yamato, the younger brother who's always in his own little world. Follow us as we karate kick all your daily frustrations away. Asuka's Revenge. My name is Kotomi. I live with my husband, Yuma. He has a younger brother that works at a famous corporation. He's married to another woman who works in his workplace, but they are both pretty terrible people. Yuma and his wife are always making fun of us for being poor, right?
Yeah, he'd always had kind of a rotten personality. But to make things worse, his wife is also rotten. They make a good match. I just don't tell them about our updates because it's going to fuel the mockery fire.
They have had a 2.5-year-old daughter named Mammy, but they never asked my mother-in-law to interact with her. They always ask the wife's parents that live 3 hours away by bullet train to come help. Talk about a rotten personality. I mean, they probably want to brag about being rich, but maybe they should just stop being stubborn and spending money and start saving money. However, because of that, we've been dealing with our own mother-in-law very much as a result. However, one day, the wife's mother-in-law had herniated a disc and ended up in the hospital. No one was around to look after her anymore. During the weekdays, they hire a babysitter, but suddenly, last Saturday, the couple showed up, openly mocking us. We're going to Hawaii with just us, so here you go. And asking us to babysit. We never agreed to this, but they were saying, do not let mother-in-law take her. Also, don't let her eat this, and get her in the bath by 6 p.m. For some reason, she started telling me exactly what to do.
If you hang around our child, you'll probably get a heightened sense of what it feels like to be a mom and get pregnant real quick.
He said, acting like a smartass. I was just about to complain when they left, leaving the child. So I, of course, called my mother-in-law immediately and had her look after the child. Manny-chan, it's your grandma, Glammy. She showed up to our house happily and took the child back to her place. That was 6 long days ago. Why did they think I wouldn't let my mother-in-law take her?
Yeah, they're coming home tomorrow, right? I'm excited to see their faces.
It's your fault too, Yuma. You told them that we work from home, right?
Sorry. They hate having our parents look after their child, so I figured they wouldn't come to our house. I let my guard down.
Yuma had told them that I worked from home, and they must have thought, hey, this is an easy way out for us. Why do they not like your mom anyway? I don't know what happened, because they got married before me.
Well, it's really silly, but it was just who was going to get invited to the wedding. Honestly, both of them are at fault with each other.
That's it?
They both slowly started inviting more people without asking, and then there were people who couldn't sit at the day of the wedding. It turned into this who's gonna leave situation.
Apparently, they stopped seeing each other after that. Seriously stupid.
But my brother apparently asks my mom to look after Mimi when his wife is away on business trips or something.
That's why Mammy was so okay with her today.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
The next day, the two came over to my house while my husband was still out. They didn't have a single souvenir, by the way.
Mimi is at your mother's house.
Why? I'm going to sue you.
How rude!
You literally do the same thing without telling your wife. Look, I never said okay to watching your child. You just showed up and left without consent. You basically do nothing from home, right? Work from home jobs are trash anyway. That's not the attitude you should have when you ask a favor from someone anyway. You tell me what to do with no please. You realize that you only packed like a single day's worth of clothes. You didn't leave any money to look after the child either. You don't have any kids, so I taught you valuable knowledge. Yeah, I have no kids, so I have no idea how to look after a child that age. So I figured I'd let our mother-in-law, who is very knowledgeable in raising kids, take her. That's so rude. That's why you can't trust poor people. Hey, I could have just reported you to the authorities because you abandoned your child. You understand that, right? I was going to pay you, depending on the state of the child. I'm going to sue you. I just snapped after that. What? You want to try suing me then? And what do you mean you're going to pay me after you saw the condition of your child? We're not some daycare for your daughter. They were too afraid to deal with me and fell silent. You didn't call once during the week to check on your daughter. You're gonna make me laugh. Then I turned to my brother-in-law and said, I don't know if you're afraid of your hysterical wife or what, but when your wife is away on business trips, you let your mom take care of your daughter. Don't act like I'm the crazy one. Mammy-chan seems to be doing great, so pick her up and get the hell out of my house. Don't ever come back. I chased them off. I was hoping they would stop after this. They apparently went to pick them up immediately, but I don't like you, Mommy. I'm going to stay with Daddy. She refused to go with them. Apparently, the mom would get hysterical quickly and scolded her child pretty bad. She wanted to stay with my kind mother-in-law. When she tried to bring back her daughter, don't be ridiculous. We're going home. What's going on? Why would you say that to your own 2-year-old daughter? My mother-in-law stopped her, and then there was a fight between the two. Of course, my brother-in-law took his mom's side.
I'm too tired from this. Let's just let her look after kid and come back tomorrow.
What the hell? The hysterical woman got heated and tried to attack my mother-in-law. She dodged her attack, and so the wife fell onto the steps and broke her arm. That's what I heard from my mother-in-law. However, this afternoon, my brother-in-law's wife's father called me.
You do realize none of this would have happened if you didn't give the child to your mother-in-law, right? How about taking responsibility, huh?
What? Are you saying that after hearing what happened? If you are, you're a little insane. You and your daughter both. As soon as I said that, the relatively calm father said,
What are you talking about? She said that you didn't have kids, so you asked to take care of the child. It turned out that you couldn't handle the child, so you asked your mother-in-law to take her.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't believe your pathological lying daughter before you rage call us, huh?
I'll go talk to her.
He hung up the phone. So stupid. Afterwards, when my husband came home, I got a call from my mother-in-law. Hey, I want to talk to you. Can you come over? My mother-in-law often invited us to eat, so I was actually just thinking I was too lazy to get food ready, so let's go, huh? We both headed to her house, but noticed that my brother-in-law and his wife, along with her parents, were there. The person who's responsible for this should apologize before we eat. I gotta get all mad again. I'm tired of this. Then my husband, Yuma, said,
You know, a lot has happened, but you realize that my wife works at home, right? She's working, and you leave your child to look after her? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Yuma, you tell her.
You didn't ask us at all about what our plans are, and you just showed up to look after your daughter. You had 1 day worth of a change of clothes without any money to look after her. You're insane.
I also asked you about if you were free or not. You said you'd be happy to take the child. You didn't want money, you were just happy to hang around Mammy. I didn't think it was right to give the child to you, but I felt bad because you don't have kids. Then you just randomly gave the child to your mom? I feel so bad for Mammy. Apologize.
No. My wife would never agree to take the child. I don't know what you guys think. I don't care where you work, but my wife is a super popular designer and has many deadlines this month. She has no time to be playing with a child. She barely has time to cook at all, let alone take babysit. She makes 5 times the amount of money I do. We were going to give you your child back, but you ran away to Hawaii. We don't know how to contact your parents. What else were we supposed to do? Thinking about Mimi's well-being, we have no choice, right?
Yuma, you badass!
Mom was able to look after Mimi for a week, so who cares? All's well that ends well.
That's true. I think it was smart for Kotomi-san to reach out to me.
You want to quit your work, but you can't because of your loan? Your wife doesn't like Mom? I don't care about that. You've made these choices all on your own. Yeah, don't make us take responsibility for your poor decisions.
Man, her lying problem is pretty bad though. Huh. She was trembling from rage and turned a bright red. I'm going to sue you. You can sue me all you'd like, but I have all the interactions between what happened when you dropped off Mammy on the camera facing our entrance. We don't want any burglars, so we've got a lot of cameras set up.
Go ahead, sue me. By the way, I've checked the cameras. It's all there.
I think you'll lose, though. Go ahead. This is exciting. Let's go home, Yuma.
Yeah, it's late. Let's go by a restaurant. And don't talk to us ever again. No contact whatsoever. Got it?
Yeah. If this happens again, we're going to call the authorities on you. They looked pale before we left. Thank you for protecting me, Yuma.
You did wonderful too, Kotomi.
Afterwards, they had found out about the wife's lie, and she was scolded into oblivion by her own parents.
You should have just asked the mother-in-law to begin with!
Because she had the broken arm, my mother-in-law would look after Mammy for a while. I love you, Grammy. I hate Mommy. I am so worried for your child. Apparently, my mother-in-law is rubbing it in her face. But thinking about Mammy-chan, this is probably better overall.
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you for watching all the way till the end. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. See you next time!